Good evening. Welcome to Motivational Monday. I'm Barbara Ellzey, your host. Stick around. If you love fashion, you're going to love this show. Good evening, guys. I'm Barbara Ellzey. Thank you so much for joining me again for Motivational Monday. I am so excited that you're here. If you love fashion, if you love blogging, this is the place to be. We have some wonderful women tonight that I want to introduce to you. But before we get started, why don't you go ahead and like and share this broadcast tonight. I'm also on YouTube at Barbara Ellzey's Motivational Mondays. Please subscribe and share with your friends so they can be in on these wonderful sessions with these ladies. Well, again, tonight, I have two more dynamic women. Honey, I had to get myself together. I had to get ready for them because these sisters are bloggers. They are brand influencers. They are YouTubers. And I had to get myself together. You know, last week we had the Black Beauty corporate, and I had to put on my corporate stuff, honey. I even sat here with my high heels on. So I definitely had to get myself together for tonight. But I'm so excited to have them with me. Martia, she is my niece. I just love her energy, as well as Sabrina Parent is here. But Martia Wells, she is the owner. First of all, she is the creator of Go Beautiful Girl. I love that. She's a child of God. She's a woman of God. She's a mother. She's a wife. She is a beauty and lifestyle blogger and influencer. She's also the owner of Isaiah Tees, a mom and me children t-shirt and onesie line. Martia is also a hair and makeup artist, Eyes by Tia. I want you all to meet Martia Wells. I'm so glad she's here. I'm so glad you're here. You are, girl, I love you. I just love you. I love you. I love going on your page and everything. And your energy is so very positive, Martia. I just love it. I just had to have you here tonight. And that's what Motivational Mondays is. You know, it's a platform to inspire and to uplift women. Yes. And I love your spirit. I love your spirit. We Libras, boo. Hello. Boo,
you better know it.
Born on the same day, October the 20th. Okay.
Can you believe it? Yes.
Hello. So I am so glad that you are here.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You are so welcome. I've been watching all the wonderful things that you're doing. And every time I look at your page, I look at your picture, literally, and I'm not just saying this because you are my niece, but you just make me feel good, you know, to see your smile, to see how you dress yourself, everything. It just makes me feel happy. And that's what we should do. You know, no, I'm really serious. I'm real serious about that, you know, that you are very uplifting. Your energy, comes even across social media. You can feel your energy, Tia.
Thank God.
And that's God. That's God. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, your wonderful husband and stuff, you know, and, you know, I've been going through your pictures looking, you know, George said I stalk people. I don't care what he said, whatever.
That's what social media is for.
Right. But I go through your pictures and baby, and that beautiful boy of yours.
Oh my God, he is my little sunshine. Yes, he is.
Oh
my little piece of heaven.
He got your daddy's eyes. Oh my God, you got problems. That's all I say.
I know.
You got problems.
I mean, if I had a dime or a dollar every time I hear that, it's just, I already know. It's going to be a ride for sure.
You got problems. That's all I got to say. When I look at him, I'm like, oh my gosh, she got problems. When I look at my 4 grandboys, I'd be like, they moms got problems.
Because they're too handsome. Yeah.
They are handsome. But see, he got your dad's eyes. You know, I was like, I was like, Lord have mercy. Okay. Yes. I, and then I'll be looking at your mom on social media too. And Greta is just gorgeous. She is just
It doesn't she look
absolutely.
amazing to be
She
60?
does. She does. She looks amazing. She really
Yes.
does. Looks amazing. And I just love her. But I'm so glad you're here tonight. I'm so glad
Thank
to
you.
introduce you to my audience. I want them to know who you are. Thank you so much, Evangelist Donna Arnold. Amen. That's that October energy. Boop,
Yes,
boop,
come
boop,
on
boop.
through.
Tia and I was born on the same day. So, hey, what can I
Yes,
say? But yes, but Tia, you got so much going on for yourself, and I just really wanted
especially.
all of my friends and all my viewers to know who you are. I remember when I used to do Miss Voluptuous pageant and how you came and did the makeup for all of the ladies
Yes.
there.
Oh my
And
God. Such
yeah,
an amazing experience.
yeah.
I've never heard of anything like that when you reached out. I was like, who's doing that? And the genius over here, I
You
was
know,
just so glad. Anytime you call me and act, I'm there. And I was just honored to be a part of it.
wow. And you were so professional when you came, and the women looked so good. But do you know, I don't do Miss Voluptuous anymore, right?
I
But Miss
noticed that.
Voluptuous is now, it's in Switzerland. It's in England. It's in Puerto Rico. And it's in two other places. I don't even do,
Mm.
I had to change the name to Miss Voluptuous USA because my queen that won over here, I sent her to Paris so she can be like a guest judge over there
Yeah,
when she
yeah.
won. But it's in, I think, yeah, it's Switzerland, it's England, it's
Hmm.
Puerto Rico, and it's two other, I think it's Germany and
Yeah.
one other place. Yeah. I was like, who would have thought? I just wanted to, when I was
Wow.
a co-director of Miss Black Illinois, I wanted to put something in place for plus size women
Got it.
you
Hmm.
know
Hmm.
and social media is so wonderful, and I just threw it
Yeah.
out there. I just put out there Miss Voluptuous Diva pageant, and I
Hmm.
got all of these emails. I want to be a part, I want to be a
That's
part.
amazing.
And I was like, okay, so what do I do now? Now that I
Wow.
put it out there, what in the world do I do? But we did that for about 3 or 4 years,
Hmm.
and yeah, they picked it up
It
in
was
the
so
other
successful.
countries.
Oh, I cannot believe that. Oh my
I
God.
know, I know, I know, but they're doing it right now, seriously. And I'm like,
Wow.
Miss Voluptuous Switzerland, what in the world? But yeah, yeah, they are. But you were there. We was at the
I
DuSable
was
Museum. We was
there.
at the DuSable Museum, remember?
Yes, and I believe
Mhm.
it was twice, right? I
Yep,
came for two of them,
yep,
and I remember you saying I'll be going over here overseas, and I was like, I'm there with you,
yep, yep.
but you were on to another project, so
I was on to another
yeah.
project. And when
Hmm.
I found out the flight to England, I sent my queen. I was like, I ain't flying for no 16 hours. Where they do that
So
at?
far.
I was like, where they do that at? I'm not doing that. So I sent her over there. Hello. I was like,
You
mm-mm.
was like, you hold it down, okay?
Yeah. And so she went over there and she was well received and she
Wow.
judged and she was with the queens and stuff over there. It was
Wow.
amazing. And I still have people asking me today, are you going to still do pageant? I still have people sending me messages.
I
Are
think you
you going to do the
should.
pageants? And I'm like, it's a lot of work.
I
It's
know.
a lot of work. So I thank you for being a part of that. And
Absolutely.
now you're a part of Motivational Mondays. And I'm so glad that you are on
Yes.
this platform. But I just want to jump in with you. I love what you're doing. I absolutely
Thank
love what you're
you.
doing, Teal. I love the Go Beautiful Girl. That's wonderful.
Go
Yeah.
beautiful girl.
Go Beautiful Girl.
Yes.
I mean,
It's so
that is
amazing.
enough to inspire women to just really, really, uh,
Yes.
um, just really, just the energy. We have to encourage one another as women. So I love Go Beautiful Girls, but I also know, Tia, that you are
Yes,
a
ma'am.
blogger. You
Yes.
are a blogger. So first of all, I want to start right there.
Okay. We
Why
can
did you
start there.
start blogging?
You know what? This is it's a bittersweet thing
Okay.
because it was in the thick of the pandemic. The
Okay.
world shut down. It was
Yeah.
March of 2020.
Right.
I couldn't work anymore. I couldn't touch anyone's face anymore. I didn't touch no hair. It's like
Hmm.
my job It's the and is here. What am I doing with myself? I
Right.
have this baby here to take care of, and I need to help my husband out. What am I doing with my life? And I kid you not, it was literally an overnight thing. I
Mm-hmm.
prayed about it. I asked God, what was my next? And the next
Yes.
morning,
Yes.
literally the next morning, I heard God say, start a blog. And I moved,
Wow.
that was it. I didn't know anyone who was blogging. I did
Mhm.
not even know how to even create my own site because
Right.
I was just like, I would go on blogs and just read it and just enjoy it, but I didn't know that this would be a part of my life. So when God told me, I heard a small little voice and it said start a blog, and I knew it was him. And so I literally purchased my domain that same day, and I designed it within 2 months, and I launched it in June.
Mm-hmm.
And I got on Instagram, I started promoting, and there was just some Go Beautiful Girl was birthed. So when I started the blog, I didn't know what I would call it, but
Okay.
I thought about what I would always rehearse and say to myself while I was going through, infertility and trying to conceive, because I
I
was
remember that. Mm-hmm.
I was in a period where I was like not feeling, pretty, and just feeling like less than a woman. And I just didn't have that drive anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, go beautiful, you got this. Go girl, you got this. It was just something I would tell myself.
Right.
So I was like, oh, that's the blog. That's the blog. Here I am trying to encourage myself, but it's not always about us, right?
That's right.
It's supposed to
Never.
be for the
Mm-hmm.
greater good. You're supposed
Exactly.
to lift
Exactly.
somebody else up with you, right? In the journey.
Exactly.
So I was like, that's it. Go Beautiful Girl is gonna be about all things women, all things beautiful, and a little piece in there to help with others that's going through infertility. And on the other side, just do some things that's motherhood for those that's, like me, first time
Yes.
mom. And I just really just wanted to connect. So
Okay.
March of 2020, I just wanted to connect. So when I started the blog, I hopped on Instagram, and then there was a whole world of bloggers that I didn't even know
Wow.
that existed.
Wow. Isn't
I
it something? Isn't it something how,
Yes.
I always talk to people about how when God gives you a vision,
Yes.
right? And then he'll tell you what
Mm-hmm.
to do. He'll tell you what to do. And
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't stay around and say, okay, now this, that, and that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? He
No,
said, start a blog.
that's
And
it.
you're like, wait, what? Start a blog. How do I do that? He doesn't stick around and keep saying this, that.
Nope.
But then all of a
Step
sudden,
out
doesn't
on
it?
faith.
It
Yep.
starts. It starts unfolding. And why I didn't come up with Go Beautiful Girls. Love that. Go Beautiful Girl.
Oh, thank
Gosh,
you.
why?
Thank
God, why you get
you.
this to me?
I know, right? Because I mean, because it's such a common, girl is common, beautiful is common. And I was just like,
Yeah,
no one is doing this. And I immediately trademarked it. I was like, all right, God, I got to figure this out, because
exactly.
I didn't want to be promoting something that I didn't have real ownership, of.
Right.
So I'm just so grateful that I literally, I jumped in the pool, and I don't
Yeah.
even like water. I jumped in the pool
Yeah.
head first, and
Yeah.
it was that leap of faith that got me here. And I'm just so happy that I started. It's a lot of work.
It's it's a lot of work. But you know what, Tia?
Hmm.
It's amazing that,
Hmm.
like, when God, he already knows what he's going to give you to do.
Yes.
And you know what, a lot of times with myself, a lot of the visions and the things that I do,
Hmm.
God will give me, he'll nudge me like he did you and say, Barbara, do this. And a
Yeah.
lot of times I put the cart before the horse because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Right.
I
Right.
have no idea what I'm doing. And I just jump out there and do it. And then all of a sudden I see it unfold and I be like, oh, okay, that's how you do that. Oh, that's how you do that. I have no idea.
That's how you know it's God.
Yeah, that's how you know it's God.
Hmm.
And Go Beautiful Girl, I can see that as a conference.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I can
Yes.
see Go Beautiful Girl as a conference.
Yes. Come
I
on.
can see Go Beautiful Girl in so many areas as a walkathon. Go Beautiful Girl.
Yes, let
And
it be.
when you speak in something like that, that
Hmm.
uplifts women. Go Beautiful
Yes,
Girl.
yes, it's an
Wow.
affirmation, and that's what
Yes.
literally got me through. It was a 10-year drought, and I was literally in pain, struggling,
Mm-hmm.
feeling so lonely because Black women, we don't talk about our struggles, not
Right.
much,
Exactly. Yep.
and
Yep.
especially something as sensitive as infertility. We don't want to share that vulnerable,
Right.
situation, but honestly, God was like, Tia, this is the hour where you have to start living out loud, because I am a little bit of a private person,
I love
you
it.
know.
Hmm. I love
And
it.
and he said, and I was just like, okay, God, I'm gonna pray this through. And he was like, all right, you've done enough praying, just do the work.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
I jumped out there, and I haven't looked back. And I'm just so grateful to God, because I felt like pain birth purpose. I believe that Isaiah, him bring, coming here, it really kind of like gave me that fulfillment that
Yeah.
I am more than hair and makeup,
Yeah. Right.
and,
Right.
and I wanted to really to push and encourage other women, because a lot of times they're stay-at-home moms that's sitting at home, and they feel like, all right, I'm just a mom, or or you're working your 9 to 5, and you don't want to, start that new business. I just
Right.
wanted to be that voice to say, you are more than what you think you
Wow.
are.
And Go Beautiful Girl.
Go beautiful girl.
My daughter Erica is a stay-at-home mom,
Yeah,
and I told her, I said, that is a wonderful job,
it really
right?
is. It
Because
really
you're there. It is so important because you're there
it
to see your
is.
children off to school. You can prepare dinner. You're
Yes,
there to receive them. They have a
yes,
hot meal. That it is
it
such
really
a blessing.
is.
It's such a blessing.
It really is.
And for you to, I'm gonna bring you back and talk about that infertility.
Yes,
I'm gonna bring you back to talk
yes,
about that, because women need to hear that. And
yes.
so we're gonna have a motivational Monday about that, and,
Yeah, we
and to
should.
encourage them. Some months ago, I
Hmm.
had a young lady on Motivational Monday. Her name was Jessica, and
Mm.
she talked about her mental health. And she
Mm.
was like, I'm not my mental health,
Yeah.
and she began the way she talked about it. I gained so much respect
Wow.
for her,
Mm.
because I've known her since she was a little girl, and all of her sisters and everything. But she was like, I'm not my mental health,
Mm-hmm.
and it's okay
Mm-hmm.
to go to therapy and things of
Mm-hmm.
that sort.
Hmm.
So it's like you're talking now, it's okay
It
to
is
talk about infertility. But in the
okay.
meantime, and in between time, God is like, I'm going to use her to encourage women. Go
Yes.
beautiful girls.
That's it. That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
Let me ask you this. What do you enjoy most about blogging?
I love connecting.
Okay.
I think in order for you to grow,
Hmm.
you can't live in your own bubble when it comes to blogging.
Hmm.
You need a community, to grow, to get your post out there, to get your voice to be across the airways. You
Hmm.
need to build a community. I have met so many amazing women, and I'm
Isn't it?
just like,
I know.
it
I
blows my mind.
know.
I'm like, God, if I wouldn't have started this, I wouldn't have met this girl from Kenya, like, and now we're like best friends. So it's
Wow.
just like, it's something that um it's that piggyback where I can pour into her and she can pour into me,
Hmm.
and then, because relationships is important, right?
Right.
So I just feel like, in order for me to get to the next space in my life, I needed her,
Yeah.
so that was just amazing, the connection.
And you see how God is.
Hmm.
God, a lot of times I tell people to jump. I jump
Yeah.
a lot of times. And I think too, the reason why God gives me
Hmm.
visions
Hmm.
and he tells me to do things, because I'm not afraid to jump. I
Wow.
may not know how to do it,
Right,
but I'm not
right.
afraid to jump out there and do it. So
Mm.
I'll jump. And then what I do, I learn along the way.
Yeah.
And since I have done that,
Yeah.
like you said, I have met so many,
Yes.
um, there's so many amazing women.
Tell me
You'd be
about it.
like, oh my God, look at all of these amazing,
And then it
amazing women.
pushes you, it motivates you to
Hmm.
go even harder. And then when you get those like-minded, individuals,
Yeah,
that's something that you can just kind of feed off of, and
yeah.
it just really helps you grow. I'm like, you're nothing if you're not growing. So,
Right, right. And
so
God has set it up where we are relational, right?
yes.
Vertical as well as horizontal. We are relational. And like I said, it's so many amazing women out here doing so many amazing things. And I love, love, love meeting amazing, positive women. I can't be around negative women. I start itching, right? I can't do that. I can't be around negative women because I get the itch. I start itching
I
around
am
negative
with
women.
you.
I can't do negative women.
I'm
I'll be
with
like,
you.
I put my finger up in church. Okay, I'm getting ready to go because I can't take it. I can't take it.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
I'm with
Bless
you
you,
on that.
bless you,
I'm
me. I'm
with
out of here.
you.
I'm out of here. But it's so
Yeah.
many amazing women out
Yes.
here. So let me ask you this. As
Yes.
you describe, your process. Well, what is your process to your creative ideas? How do you get to your creative ideas? And I know that infertility is like your
Yeah.
basis, but how do you get to your creative ideas to your audience?
Oh my goodness. So a lot of times I build a board. You gotta
Okay,
have
awesome.
this
Okay,
inspiration board,
okay,
and then a lot of times I'll wake up and say, God, what do you want me to say? What
exactly,
do you
exactly.
want? I most of the time, and I will say this,
Yep.
90% of the time I'm just led.
Hmm.
I plan things, but
Hmm.
I feel like when I hear God, that's when someone will inbox me and say, "Girl, I needed to hear that today."
That's right. That's
You
right,
know.
Tia. That's right.
So most of the time, you got to have some kind of outline, right? But I feel like I have gotten more feedback from just being led, and being creative. A lot of times, I don't want to show up.
Yeah.
We're human, right? I mean,
Yep.
I want to kick my feet up, watch TV.
Hello. I know. I know.
Being
I
a
know.
creator is not easy, but when you just kind of just get in your alone time and really think about what you want to do, when you think about your brand every week, I kind of just say, all right, what's my why, what brings me to this,
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
know
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
you kind of have to refocus yourself, because it's easy, you're looking at what everyone else is doing. It's
Yes.
easy to get off of track. And
Yes, it
with
is.
Go Beautiful Girl, I really wanted to stay on track and do what's purposeful for me
For
and
you.
for my
Mhm.
audience.
That's right.
So being spirit led is definitely what guides me for sure.
And it's I love that because whenever I have to bring a message,
Mm-hmm.
I found that when I say, God, what do you want? What do you want me to
Mm.
say? Because I don't know what to say to these people,
Right.
right? I don't know what to say. So what
Yes.
do you want me to say?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I ask him,
Yeah.
God, what do you want me to say? He'll download it. He downloads it. Instead of me sitting somewhere trying to write up something and mm-mm. What you know who's going to be? You already know
That's it.
who is going to be in the room. So
That's
what
it.
should I say?
That's it.
And he would download. I think that is so very important to ask him, God, what is it that you want me to say?
That's
Who,
it.
who do you want me to reach today? And,
Yes.
and how do you want me to frame this? And I tell you, I'm a visual learner, so
Mm-hmm.
things have to come together like that for me.
Mm.
And I tell you, it just started coming together like that,
That's
just like that.
awesome.
And then I put it to memory and I push it out
That's it.
and
That's
that's
it.
it. And
That's
then once
it.
I push it out, I'm done with it. I'm gone after that.
Let
But
it
that's
work.
that's so important for you to say, God, what do you want me to say? Because he knows. He
Yes.
knows who your listening audience is.
Yes.
That is great.
I don't want
Um,
to do anything without him. That is for
exactly.
sure.
It is most effective when we say, what is it that you want me to say
Hmm.
to these individuals? These are your people.
That's
What
it.
you want me to, what's the message you want me to get
That's
across to
it.
them? And
Mhm.
he has always helped me because I don't know what to say, you
Yeah.
know, and I'm not that person. I'm just not that person. I
I
got to
hear you.
rely on him.
Hmm.
And I always say, I can't do it if you don't help me.
That's it. That's it.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know what to say. So I'm not the one that just sit up to say, "Oh, God told." I have to. I have to
I'm
first.
glad I'm not alone here. Yes.
I have to ask him. Let me ask you about this. You're a brand influencer.
Yes.
What is a brand influencer? I know what a brand influencer is, but what do you mean by being a brand influencer?
You know what? A lot of people ask me like, "Oh, you're influencing now. What does that mean?" I'm like, you can be too. I think that is, as long as you're a leader in your community, and you have young girls or young guys looking up to you, you're an
Mm-hmm.
influencer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times people will say, "Oh, girl, I bought that because of you." Or, "You know what? Remember when you said this? I started doing that because you said it." So I was like, all right,
Uh-huh.
this, I am an
Exactly.
influencer.
You are
So
an influencer. That's right.
yes. So I
That's right.
started branding myself.
Okay.
And when you brand yourself, you find things that it aligns to your goals. It aligns to what God has called you to. It aligns to your purpose, your
Mm-hmm.
passion, things that you
Mm-hmm.
love.
Right.
And then you tie in influencing, like as far as helping others,
Mm-hmm.
and then working with brands, and you kind of just you make yourself available. I always
Right.
say, you make
Right.
yourself available,
Mm-hmm.
and your brand is it's almost like a name tag.
Yeah. Exactly. It
It's like
is.
when people come and see you, you don't have to really tell anybody who you are. They recognize the name tag.
Exactly.
They see the colors, they see how you dress, they see how you wear your hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are your own brand.
Exactly.
So you're your walking billboard. So I mean, that's like what I can say
Exactly.
in a nutshell. But
Exactly. You are a walking
hmm
billboard. You
hmm
exactly. And and that's your brand. That's like your
yeah,
your headlight. So when people
yeah,
see you, they be like, "You're Martia."
that's it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And so you're influencing people. And I noticed that you said I'm a beauty and lifestyle blogger and I am an influencer. And I definitely get that. I definitely get that you
Yes.
are an influencer. And we all should be. Well, first of all, we are influencing people
We,
every day.
every day.
We either
It's nothing
influencing people,
special.
nothing special.
Mhm.
We either influencing people positive
There you go.
or negative.
Hmm.
We are all influencer, but
That's it.
we get to decide
Hmm.
what type of influencer we
Hmm.
want to be,
That's it,
you
Auntie.
know, and stuff. So, and that is so critical, especially if you're a Christian, right?
Mm.
Especially if you're a Christian, that you are an influencer in everything that you do. So you got to be careful about that. Now you are the owner of Isaiah Tees, a mom and me children T-shirt and onesie line. Now tell me,
Yes.
this guy here, I'm telling you, oh my God, he's so gorgeous. He's so gorgeous. He's so incredibly gorgeous.
It's like if mom is an entrepreneur, you got to make a baby entrepreneur too, right?
Right. Yeah, and that's what people are doing today, right? They are really
Yes.
doing it. You look at Beyonce, you look at
Hmm.
different ones, they're making their children
Hmm.
entrepreneurs. They set them up for success.
That's what, and it's like nobody taught me this. I'm just kind of like you were saying, I'm just kind of walking this thing out, allowing God to help me along the way. I never knew that I would be doing anything related to
Hmm.
this. I just wanted someone to love a baby of my own. And here I am creating this amazing Mom and Me line. And it is called Isaiah Tees. And I just wanted something that he can kind of um see that mom is working on something that's important, but it's important enough to name it after
Right.
I want him to see that. I want him to know that. And then, kids, they kind of don't do as you say, they do as
Yeah.
you do.
They do as you do. Yes.
So I'm just hoping that all of the hard work that I'm putting in to the business, that he would kind of just, model after it and take
Hmm.
on. And I want him to change the world in his own way,
Yeah.
and he's a miracle baby. So I wanted Isaiah Teas to be for those that, has little miracles, or that's giving birth to little miracles.
You're right.
And then just to kind of just create something fun for children,
Right.
because I just love babies. I love children, and
Uh-huh.
I love women, but I also wanted something for the kids.
For
So
the kids, yeah.
yes, yes.
And for him to see his name when he gets a little older and he recognizes his name, and he can be like, this is my name. Yeah, this is your business. What?
Your business.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. You plant a seed, you're going to reap a
Mhm,
harvest.
mhm,
You start planting those seeds in him,
mhm,
and then that's going to be his mindset
mhm,
that,
mhm.
okay, my mom did this, then I'm going to do. We never know
Yes.
who the children are going to be. That
Yes.
is wonderful. Now, also, you're the owner of Isaiah Tees,
Hmm.
but you're also a hair and makeup artist, Eyes by Tia. I be looking at
Yeah.
your eyes, honey. I be trying to do that. It don't turn out. I'm telling you now.
I
It,
did.
it don't it don't turn out like yours, honey, but I be thinking that it is.
I know that's right. Just keep working at it. Okay. You're gonna get it. I promise you. You know what? That's my first love. Hair and makeup is my first love.
Okay.
That I love, 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 love connecting and touching women, and just that's ministry to me. That was my first ministry,
Hmm.
doing hair and makeup. I've met so many amazing women just being in the beauty industry. But with that being said, you know there's going to be a day, where I'm going to have to retire. So,
Right.
so that's why I'm like, I got to create all of these different, streams of income and all of these different other businesses, just so I can keep the ball rolling. But hair and makeup is it's everything to me. It's who I am. And I'm probably going to do it until I just can't do it anymore.
I know. You remind me of my Talia. I remember every Christmas she was like, Talia, what you want? But make sure you get me makeup. I've been buying her makeup she's 37, right? She's
Yes.
37. And they go just go to the store, and I would give them allowances. Talia would come back with just, Talia, what is that?
Love us some
And
makeup.
she loves makeup. So, I would buy her a big old thing of makeup. She'll make her face all the way up, then she'll wash
Yes.
it off. I'd be like, wait, what?
It's
Yeah.
therapy. Yes.
It's
Makeup is therapy.
she loves doing that. She really does. Wow,
Mhm.
you have so much going on, Tia.
Yes.
What's your next? What's the next step? Where we going?
So where we're going? So currently, my focus really is to get Isaiah Teas off of the ground, because it's
Okay.
definitely fresh. I just launched it on Isaiah's birthday,
Okay.
July 17th
I
of this
saw that
year.
because you was like, it's coming. I'm like, what's coming? What's coming? What's coming?
I
What's
know, right?
coming?
The excitement.
I was in anticipation. What's going on?
but so that's my current. It's like Tia. My husband tells me all the time, if you don't just focus on one thing, because I'm always trying to keep things moving.
Mhm.
But that's my focus right now. I really want to get Isaiah Teas off of the ground, and I'm so glad that you said that you see Go Beautiful Girl like for a
Yes.
conference, or because
Oh my
I
God.
eventually I would love that. I really would love that.
Yeah, I can see
So
that,
that's
Tia.
the next. You're
Yeah,
right about it.
I can see that Go Beautiful Girl conference. I can see that, uh, just bringing. What I love is to bring
Thank
women
you for
together.
that. Thank you.
And that's why I do the big hats brunch, to bring all these women together, and they come in with these big old hats on, and it'd be a lot of
Woo!
chatter in the room, and
Yes.
and I always stand back so I can watch them interact with one another.
That's amazing.
So I'm never up front, because I want to
Yes.
see how the women. So it's like breaking down barriers,
Yes.
things of that sort. But yes, I can see the Gold Beautiful Girl Conference. I can see that. I know some years ago, Cece did a conference, Always Sisters. She
Ooh,
did one called because she had a song out,
that's beautiful.
Always Sisters, and she did a conference, Always Sisters. I'm
Mm.
telling you that would be so
Oh my
very
God.
awesome.
I
Yes.
love that. I love that. I mean, because there's so many entrepreneurs, Black women
Oh
entrepreneurs.
my God.
So I would love to just
Oh.
get us all together in one room when this world is healthier,
Yeah, yeah, and they so amazing.
Mm.
I have a girlfriend who is who her name is Talitha Wallace, and
Mm.
she wears her hair blue.
Woo!
She wears her hair blue. It just wonderful, and I like bringing all these women
Yes,
into the room. Yeah, it is.
it
It's
is
wonderful.
powerful. Okay,
Mhm.
when we get
It is
together.
powerful. It is powerful.
Yes.
I am so glad that you came on Motivational Monday. Listen,
Thank you for having
stay
me.
around. Don't hang up. I want to bring you back
Yes, ma'am.
on. Okay. But thank you so much for being here. I'm going to bring you back.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Stay around. All
Yes.
right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Wow. She is amazing. She is amazing. Listen, you all go to her page, become her friend. Tia Wells, a wealth of information. Just a beautiful, beautiful young lady. And yes, she is my niece, but she inspires me so much because her beauty and all the things that she does is so, so very positive. And we as women got to have positive women that are in our life. Listen, I'm getting ready to bring on my next guest, who is Miss Sabrina Perrin. This woman is amazing. I don't know what all to say about her. Ah, I really don't. This woman she's a YouTuber, she's an influencer. Sabrina Perrin, she's a child of God, she's a wife, she's a mother of four, she's a minister, she's an award-winning playwright, as well as she has a non-for-profit organization called Bridge dealing with racial reconciliation. She's an interior decorator, as well as Tia is an interior decorator, a liturgical dancer. She's a Rich Girls author. Yay! She's an author this year, a YouTuber. She's a brand manager for Lovely Wholesale, Get Eye Boutique, El Renee Luxury House of Her Fashion, also Miss Classy, Christian Bling Bling Apparel. Everyone, I want to introduce to you Miss Sabrina Perrin. Hey, Sabrina. Woo, honey, I need some water after that. Hold on, girl.
Hello, everybody.
Woo, baby, you and Tia, y'all got it going on. It is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful what you all are doing. Girl, when do you breathe? I thought I had to breathe, honey. When do you breathe? When do you take a breath, girl? Just to just but I'm glad that you're here, Sabrina. I've been watching you as well as Tia. I've been watching you guys, and all the wonderful things that you all are doing. You're definitely, I'm all about uplifting women and beautiful women. I love Tiffany's Go Beautiful Girl. I'm like, good, why you didn't tell me about Go Beautiful Girl? Dang. But it is just absolutely wonderful. I see your friends are chiming in. Hey, Michelle. How are you?
Water.
They're like, Sabrina is on here, honey. Yes. I am so glad that you are here, Sabrina.
Thank you for having me.
Wow. I mean, your resume is getting longer and longer, but that's what God does. Too much given, much is required, right?
Yes,
and when God gives you one work, just like Martia, when God gives you one work, he has another work for you as well. So I'm just going to jump right in with you. I need to find out some of these things about you. I know that you are a brand ambassador, but before I get to the brand ambassador, I want to hear about your non-for-profit organization dealing with racial reconciliation. Mm-hmm.
Yes, actually, that's such a testimony. The Lord had given me the acronym BRIDGE, which is building relationships in different generations every day. He gave me that acronym 15 years ago, and I thought it was supposed to be for the church, but it never happened in the church. It wasn't until 2020, after the George Floyd, my son, 17 years old, had did a huge march here in the area where we live, which is predominantly white. We had over 600 people that came. Once we seen the amount of people, the Lord said, now Bridge is born. Now they're going to need a place to turn into, because now this is the area where I want to use your family. It's not just me, but it's the family collectively to be able to be an example, but also because we are the believers of Jesus, and to lead as the church ought to lead and have these conversations.
Exactly.
Because if the church is not leading, then we can expect the world to do what the church is not doing.
Yes.
So that's how it came about. And that's God has just been blowing it up ever since.
Wow. And it's amazing, as I was just sharing with Tia, that when God gives you something, then he, he'll give you the idea, he'll nudge you to do something. Then he'll say, okay, now, now this is when I want you to insert this into the world. God is so wise. I just love him for his wisdom. And he gives us things to do. We may not know how to do it, but he'll say, all right, this is what I want you to do. You'd be like, wait, what? What? How do I bring that about? And he doesn't say anything. He'll just lay the plan out for you and then say, okay, now I want you to do this. And it all comes together. It becomes fitly joined together. So you have Bridge dealing with racial reconciliation. Have you had success with that? Have you had meetings with that? What have you done? Have you brought community together? What happened?
Wow, what has happened? Transformation, healing, deliverance, just coming together. Hey, Selena. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Tamika. Hey, Becky. Hey, everybody. God is just really, again, we're in a predominantly white community. When we came in our area, I didn't ask for this, right? But when you avail yourself and say, Lord, use me, he uses us. And what God has done, God has done amazing things. I'm just going to give you this. God has done so many great things. That someone had taken me out. I gave this testimony on Sunday and said, because of the work I'm doing, it granted me a $5,000 check. Because God is in the middle of it. Because the way in which we're doing things is in the presence of God. When I tell you, there's been some challenges, of course, but it's been more good than not. Matter of fact, a lot of the donations we're getting for this week drive, we're going to have a drive in Lindenhurst. A lot of it came from those you may not have expected it to come from. And they've been blessing and blessing. It's been healing, deliverance, just coming together. And it's just been so amazing. There are no words. I could not have done this myself. I could not even phantom to do this.
That is so true. That is very true. And like I was saying to Martia, when God gives you the vision, as you can see, he'll start pouring in the provision for what it is, the vision that he has given you. What God really wants from us is to put legs to the vision, right?
That's it.
Put legs to his vision. He just said, I just want you to put legs to it. I'll give you the provision that you need to take it where it needs to go. I just want you to be a willing vessel. Put some legs to what I have given to you. And a lot of times, you may not even know how to do it. He said, okay, it doesn't matter. I just want you to say yes. It's just a yes that God wants. And then he started moving you out. This is so amazing.
I'm sorry, I was just going to say, I'm like you, Barbara. That's why I love you. I just jump. Sometimes it's foolish, but I just jump because our faith is expanded and it's in God. And when we just jump, sometimes, the Lord already made a path. So when you say that, I'm like, that's why I love Barbara. That's why I love you, because I honor the work that you do. I honor what God has done in your life. I have seen and followed you, and I don't follow just anybody, but I've seen what God has done for you. And I said, whatever woman go, God take me where she's going.
And that's the thing. I would jump. If God give me an idea, it's good as done. And I will jump. I would jump because I believe God would catch me and it's going to bless somebody. So I really applaud you in that racial reconciliation that you are doing and the things that you are doing in your community, because to love God, you must love his people. You cannot love God and not love his people. You cannot love God and not serve his people. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
When your heart is in tune with God, your heart becomes in tune with his people, and you want to do what you can for God's people. It's no question, no and ifs or but about it, because these are God's people. So we thank God for that. You've done so much, and I applaud you again for Bridge, but you are a award-winning playwright. Now, how did that come about?
Mm.
We just walking through your resume, because I'm telling you.
To God be the glory. First of all, I want to give honor to God, obviously, but also Victor Gully. He has a taste of theater. I actually won the award for the Shelley Garrett. You know, he's passed now, but he did The Beauty Shop. But there was a taste of theater. And the play that I had written, it was during the time our son was diagnosed with cancer. He had Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer.
Okay.
He was 17 at the time. And I remember Tamla Mann's song came on, Take Me to the King. I said, take me to the King. And I said, Lord, if you could just get me, I just want to get to where you are. And that's when I began to write. As my son had a stem cell transplant, but I began to write. Hallelujah. But the Lord began to bless. So that play actually ended up winning in that showplace. Tamika, she was one of the lead actors. And it was the Sprags, but it was a powerful play about individuals whom you don't think know the Lord. They end up be the ones that getting you to the King.
Come on now.
It may not be the church folks.
Come on now.
Out there is the one that God may use to get you to the King.
Come on.
And during that time, that's just where I wanted to be, was at his feet, because no one else. I used to go to my son's hospital. He was at Comer's Hospital. I used to go minister to him and then have to go minister to somebody else, because I knew the Lord was walking with him. And God, he's 10 years cancer free. And I give God the glory for that.
Look at God. And that song that you mentioned, she said, take me to the King. And she gets so emotionally involved in it. She said, and leave me there. Just leave me there. And every time I hear that, she said, just leave me there. Sometimes we just got to stay there. You know what I'm saying? But isn't it like God that when we're going through things, God would say, okay, now go minister over there. You'd be like, I don't have the strength. What?
Yes.
When I lost my mom, I lost my mom back in 2006. And it seemed like everybody was requesting me to do their loved one funeral. What? Would you eulogize my father? Would you eulogize my mother? I'm like, my daughter. I'm like, why are they asking me? But that's when God asks you to do his will, when you're going the exact same thing. You got to get up and go do it. A servant of God. Because see, ministry is not convenient, right? You have to get up and you got to go do. And I said, why are all these people is asking me? I'm grieving my mom. But that's what God wanted at that time. And so the Lord led you to write a play. And it became an award-winning play. Girl, that's God.
That's God. It was just before Shelley Gary had passed. So I was kind of, it was a wonderful opportunity to have met him and to be there with him, and for him to hand me over that award that I keep on top of my refrigerator.
Wow. I know that's right, Kathy. Just leave me there. Not only take me there. Hey, Nikita. Everybody. Seen you in a long time, Nikita.
This girl phenomenal too now, Nikita.
Yes, she is. She's phenomenal. Yes, Kathy, I'm with you. Take me to the King and leave me there. Honey, sometimes we just got to be left there all by ourselves. But you know what? It's amazing that God led you to write a play, right? And then it became an award-winning play. When my mother passed of cancer, I wanted to do something in her honor. So I was seeking the Lord. What can I do? Because she had 6 girls and 3 boys. And one day the Lord led me. I was looking at some young ladies in my church walk down the hall. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was just sitting there looking at them. And I heard God said, Barbara, reach. And I said to him, I know you're not telling me to mentor no girls. I know you. I raised 2 by myself. No. And he didn't say anything else to me. He just said, Barbara, reach. That's all he said. But as I went on, he began to roll the plan out. Reach Leadership Program.
Wow.
Girls. And so I told my best friend and some other young ladies with me, and we started doing some things, and then it ended up just being my best friend and I. And we've been doing it for the last 12 years. It's an award-winning mentoring and leadership development program. I started getting awards in the city of Chicago. I got an award from the Chicago Sky WNBA team. They later asked me to come back and mentor them. But
Wow.
when you do what God wants you to do, I was the Chicago Excellence, Woman of Excellence. And just
Wow.
I got other awards from Doug Banks and other
Wow.
people, and just got an award this year. But when God lay it on you, that's what's going to happen. I
Yes.
never thought because I wanted to do something in my mother's honor to keep her name alive, that this was going to become an award winning.
Wow. 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 Yeah.
And that's just like your play.
Yeah. I never thought about it. I mean, I never thought it. I mean, I've written more plays, but I just never thought about it. But and you're so right. When God tells you to do something, you do it. Because God has the final destination of your gift. He says your gift shall make room for you and bring you before great men. And from there on, God has just been blessing every since.
And he had people for 12 years. I have not had a grant, right? I don't have government grants for 12 years. But what has happened, people just give. They just give. For 12 years, people has just given to me. And whatever I want to do, I have more than enough. We just did a community event on Saturday, right? I just wanted to give the kids some book bags, right? The men from the House of Hope of Salem with Reverend Meeks, they have teamed with me. They led 51 souls to Christ.
Wow.
51. Wow. The Black Cowboys came out and brought their horses, right? A woman came and set up hot snowballs. They set up a bouncy house, and God connected me to one of my sisters at church. And she's connected to all these folks. So all these folks I'm telling you, do it God's way.
Wow.
Do it God's way. Wow. And don't worry about the chatter. Don't worry about what people said. Do it God's way.
Right there.
Like the song says, I've seen him work.
That's right. I've seen him do it.
I've seen him work. I've seen him work. So I understand your bridge organization. I understand your award-winning play that was written because of your son. It's in your pain. Oh my.
I heard somebody say he won't waste your pain. And
it's in your pain. Baby, let me tell you something. He said afflictions will come, right? Man that is born of a woman is born of trouble, right?
That's
baby, let me tell you something. I used to think trouble was a bad thing. Trouble is our good friend. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Trouble is your friend.
All right.
Because baby, because let me tell you something. I'm getting excited. Let me calm down. Let me tell you something. When trouble come to you, God shows up.
Yes, he does.
And the Bible says, he that shall come, he will come. And he will not tarry, Pastor.
That's right.
So when trouble shows up, God said, let trouble come.
That's it.
Let trouble come to your doorstep. Because when trouble comes, he said, I'm going to come.
That's it.
I'm going to come. And then I'm going to leave you some residue.
Yes.
I'm going to leave some glory on your life, right?
Yes.
I'm going to leave you some strength. Girl, let me shut up. Yes. Let me go. Because I'm feeling that thing.
When the oil is on you, first of all, the anointing is attractive, whether by somebody positive or negative.
Come on, Tangy.
I remember my twin sisters say, Sabrina, they may not like you, but they got to respect you. And one of the things I love about you, you're so gifted in your anointing, gifted in drawing. And I had to learn to be delivered from people. And when I got delivered from people, that's why I'm called Oh So Me. And we're going to talk about that, I'm sure.
You got to be, baby, listen, look, I be preaching to my best friend in the car, right? Baby, here's 2 things you got to be delivered from. 3. You got to be delivered from sin, right? You got to be delivered from people, and you got to be delivered from people's opinion.
That's it.
Because a lot of people are stuck in places because somebody else has put their opinion on them. I think you should be doing this, and I don't think. No, you don't tell me what you think about my life. How about that?
That's right.
You don't think about my life, right?
That's right.
No, people's opinion got people's opinion that has been placed on individual have them in prisons right today.
Yes, it does. That's right. That's
right today. Their opinion. No. Girl,
everybody got an opinion. We all got one, but you can't worry about everybody's opinion. And that's why I named myself Oh So Me, because I've been delivered from people.
You got to get delivered from people. Free. You know what? You got to say, I love you, baby. Let me tell you something. I had a girlfriend at church. Her name was Donna Coleman. She said, give them some move around. You got to move. You understand? You got to give people some move around. I love you. Just be smiling at them and move around. That's all. That's all. You can't listen to folks. You see, you can't listen to folks because a lot of people are doubting Thomas. I'm excited about that. I'm gonna move on. I don't want to preach Pam, but I feel like it. I tell
That's
you, I
all
feel
right
that
with
push
me.
because I know that when you in the storm,
That's
Selena,
it. That's
when
right.
you in that storm and you come out
Hey,
on the other
Selena, that's my
side,
sister.
when you
Yeah.
come on the other side, baby, I did a conference some years ago. Things I lost in the fire.
I remember that conference. You know, I remember.
Come on now.
Yeah, I remember that
It's some
conference.
things you got to lose in the fire. So when you come
Woo-wee.
out on the other side, you come out smiling. They be like, what's going on? Wasn't me.
Mhm.
Anyway, we
Woo.
got to move because, baby, we can take this
Yes,
somewhere.
we
You
can.
understand? Like I just told Martia, which is my niece, Go Beautiful Girl. I said, that's a conference.
That's right. I just heard it. Yeah.
Go Beautiful
Amen.
Girl is a conference. That's a
Amen.
conference.
That's right. Speak to her. That's right.
Because
That's
all of
it.
what we're doing is inspiring women and
That's
building
right.
them up, you know,
Mhm.
and we need to inspire and empower and build one another up. And I always say this, Pastor Sabrina,
Yeah.
it's not competition, but
No,
it's
it's not.
collaboration.
That's
Never
it.
competition.
That's it.
Never competition. It is
That's it.
collaboration. And when
Yeah.
we collaborate, we can do so much more. So you're an award winner playwright. God has blessed you. He has blessed you exceedingly.
Lord.
You have a non-for-profit organization. One of the things I've been watching is that you're an interior decorator. I've been watching your house. I'm telling you. Like I told Martia, I'd be all on your page, kind of looking at everything you do.
Praise God. Praise God.
Yes, beautiful.
I have a business called Home Reflections. And it's making your house a home for less. But what I
Yes.
do is a lot of my business is word of mouth because we have a smaller group of people that work. And I like word of mouth for that, for that purpose. But one of the things I do first, I meet with the individuals and see where they are emotionally and spiritually. Because at the end of the day, I take a spiritual approach because these are only things, but really what's going on. Your houses is sometimes a representation of what's inside. And I say that on such a level, first of all, we want a place where God can dwell. And that's the first thing I talk about, where they are emotionally. I take it almost like I went to school for psychology, but that's not my, that's not my major or anything. But I always take it to the word of God because it's, we know God, your home should be a place where God dwells. And God cannot dwell in some of these places. We got havoc and things going on. So I always like to take the family through to find out who they are, find out who's in the home and what the home is going to represent. And then these beautiful things will be added. And that's only the cherry on the top. So it's home reflections, making your house a home for less. And I do it at an affordable budget. So that's what I do. And that's what I love to do, which is interior decorate.
That is, you know what? I've never heard anyone, and you know what, Martia, she does, and I'm gonna bring her back later, but she does interior decorating too, as well as her mom, Greta. They do beautiful trees. That's why I partnered you guys together tonight because both of you all, you surround yourself with beauty, and that's something that you would say that I take like an assessment of the person as to where are they at. Where are you at? Because your home does reflect you, right? It reflects who you are. And so it's, when you in a cluttered home, we know that when you unclutter your home, you're really uncluttering your mind,
right?
And your spirit. You become more freer when you more space, but it's more spiritual than it is natural.
More spiritual, and creativity opens up, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's very, very, very important that people begin to understand. But again, I usually, and what I truly find out when I'm talking to people is a lot going on in here. We begin to, so I use it as a ministry approach. And some people, a person I have now, they said they were embarrassed. I said, don't be embarrassed. I said, let's talk about it. Let's talk through it. And then we could begin to bring your house a home, because you could have a house, but now to make it a home. One person was just sharing how they just still lived in boxes because that's how they felt.
That's how they felt. Sabrina, what you're saying, I'm saying, Pastor Sabrina, it's so powerful what you are saying, because our home, our life, it really reflects what's on the inside of you. So when you see a person that's always happy, that's the way they feel.
Yes,
on the inside, and Pastor Sabrina, I never had a favorite color, right? I never had a favorite color. First of all, I was in corporate, and we wore dark colors, right? I was in management. and soups and stuff. And I never had a favorite color. And it's just recently I saw yellow and I said, wow.
Wow.
I said, that color is so friendly.
Yes.
You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? I said, yellow is so very friendly. And I have a daughter, Talia, which is Tia's cousin. Yeah. She's very creative and stuff. She's like, Mom, put some color in your life. And I was like, no. But see, it was something on the inside of me. But now, Hunty, let me tell you, honey, all that stuff is gone. And yellow and bright colors, I love. But yellow, I absolutely love. It is so friendly. So you are so right.
Yes.
That you have to begin with the person on the inside. But I never heard an interior decorator say that. You have to deal with the person in order for it to reflect what your home look like. And I can tell you, your home just be, I love it around Christmas time. Around Christmas time. I said, oh my God, she got fur, honey. She got fur up in there and trees and all types of stuff. I was like, this don't even make no sense. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And the big mirrors, girl, I be looking at everything, honey. Mr. and Mrs. Oh yeah, I done looked at everything real close. You see what I'm saying?
That's so funny you say that, because when I'm doing my videos, I'm talking about clothes. People say, I like the clothes, but I like that mirror back there. I'm like,
I'm telling you, you be standing there posing. Girl, I be looking at, is that a shelf? What is that? I'm looking up in there. I'm looking at. I'm being honest.
Strategically, it is strategically done.
That is beautiful. And I know, you know, I what I love about you is that the Bible says a wise woman building her house.
That's it. That's it. That's
a
it.
wise woman build that house, baby. But a foolish woman would tear down. And when you see a woman, you know, I know your husband enjoy his surroundings, you know, and when you step into a home and it makes you feel good, you know what I'm saying?
Come home. Yeah, he like coming home.
He like coming home. Yeah. And it's the same thing with Martia. I look at the way she, you know, designs her home, and even my daughter Talia, you know, it makes them feel good to step into the home. You know, because and I always tell my daughter, a wise woman builds her home, and you make it comfortable for him. That's on us. That's not on them. They don't know. They don't know about colors and all that. They don't know how to do that. But when I look at your home, I said that is so incredibly beautiful. So you're an interior director. You're a liturgical dancer. Lord have mercy. You're a minister. And this year you became a rich girl author.
I did.
You.
What can I say? I'm connected to the oil. I'm connected to first of all God, and I'm connected to everything that attached to you wins.
Wow.
Everything. And that's from J. Caitlin Carr. But first of all, we're attached to the oil.
Yes.
And then it flows down to you. And I said, Lord, I know if you gave it to her, you give me some too. But it's really because of what you've done. And I thank God for you. And I don't take it lightly, because you didn't have to think of me. Because I know anybody you connected to is of excellence. You don't play. And I know when I said, what? I started feeling a little big. I'm like, what, Barbara? Come on, and then when I got around those amazing women, L. Renee Richardson and
the amazing
team, my goodness, Flossie and all that. I'm just like, what? At first, I didn't know why was I here, because they're doctors, lawyers, senators. Hello, come on. And Barbara, I'm like, what? Lord, you chose me. But the Lord said, yes, I chose you. And I
know, it's amazing that I was asking different women, you know, and I just wasn't asking you know, I was led by who I would ask, or to say, you need to be a part of this, you know, and God uses us as conduits, right? And he uses us as stepping stones, you know, to say, bring this one along, bring that one. You know, and that's how God does. He knows what our next is. That's right. He knows our next. But God uses people to help people. That's what he does. You know, that's what he does. And I love that, Sabrina. I love connecting women. And you know, and I love doing that. And God has blessed me since I've been in the community working to meet some phenomenal women. Phenomenal women. And I get calls and be like, Barbara, do you so and so? I said, hold on, I'm gonna let me reach out to them, and we're gonna do this. That's God. God. That's God. It's just God. It's just God. That's God. And stuff. And when I see people connect together, I can go on down the road. It's no
Mm-hmm.
big deal. I can go ahead on. It's such a blessing, but you're a rich girl author this year. And here's the thing, girl, you're a YouTuber. Girl, you
Yes,
got your
ma'am.
life going on, honey. You a
God,
YouTuber with
glory.
all these people. I
Mm.
said, what?
Mm.
But you know what? This is where God wants you to be. You're a brand ambassador of Lovely Wholesale. And you'll get and of the good what
Get
is
Eye
it?
Boutique. Get Eye
Good Eye
Boutique.
Boutique.
Yep. Get
Tell
Eye.
me about that.
So, well, one, as a YouTuber, my channel is also me, as I talked about, because I'm going to be all that God has called me to be. And I
Yes.
picked also me because sometimes in the church, you're supposed to be this way. And the Lord said, this year, I need you to unleash everything I called you to unleash. So,
Woo.
Get Eye Boutique is a very near and dear boutique to me. Is my twin sister's boutique. I'm her brand ambassador as well. And she the one that actually encouraged me to, she always says, Sabrina, you should model. I'm like, girl, as big as I am, but I went to your pageant several years ago, the
Oh,
voluptuous
wow.
pageant. I
Yes.
was there, me and my husband,
Oh,
and
wow.
we were there. And I remember, I was like, man, this is beautiful, because I never thought big women should be on stage, because society said we should not be. And my twin
Exactly.
sister said she got me out of from wearing just black into colors. This is her shirt I'm wearing now. And so Get Eye Boutique is very near and dear. So for the first month, I dedicated a whole show to Get Eye Boutique, which is Selena Robertson, which is my twin sister. And I'm so honored to do
Wow.
it. Yeah.
Wow. I be looking at, your page and the beautiful outfits that you have on. And this is what it speaks to me. I know that clothes does not, I
Define.
was going to say, clothes is not what make us as Christians, right?
Right.
But I do believe that we as women, we have to set an example,
Mm-hmm.
and you, people respond to you by the way you look.
Mm-hmm.
People respond to you
Mm-hmm.
by the way you look. And we may say, oh, clothes ain't, it ain't got no. People respond to you
That's
the
right.
way you look. I can say this. When I have on my baseball hat and I have on sweats and stuff, people are nice to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when I come and I'm dressed,
Well, you be shy.
people shows a
Yeah.
different,
That's so true.
they shows me different respect. You come up here,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. So we as women of God,
Mm-hmm.
we have to represent ourselves a different way.
Yes.
And when I look at what you have on, and yes, you're a plus size woman, but you look good.
Thank you.
And what you
Thank
have on,
you.
you look good, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
I look at every outfit that you have on, and I be looking, I want to see if your cleavage is out. Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that because, and I know people may not agree with this, but
Yeah.
we are perceived by our
That's right.
presentation.
That's right.
We
That's
are
right.
perceived by our presentation.
That's right. That's right. We are.
We
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. But one of the things I did want to do, like I do, so for a woman like me, I used to hide my behind, but people are buying behinds, right? And let me say the truth. But one of the things I also want to do, I have a husband. And when I'm with my man, I wear certain things with my husband that I have for 20 years. Now, I do also want to make sure that people understand there's a way to be classy and just not. And as a believer, you have to be even more cautious and careful. However, at the same time, I think sometimes the church will make you feel like you can't wear a fitted thing, something fitted with your clothes. I wouldn't wear it to church, but if I'm with my husband on vacation.
Exactly.
And I always get my husband approval before I leave, for the most part, because I want to make sure it's not offensive.
Yeah.
But that's something that I'm conscious of. And some clothes I have, it does fit my curves, but it fits it in the appropriate way. You will never see me nothing disrespectful, because I'm not that person. So yeah, that's just what I try to do. Clothes just really, again, you're looking at someone that wanted to hide her body because I was plus size. I believe to love the body you have until you get the body you want. And
that's
this
right.
is what I believe. Now I'm working on a better body, because we should be more health conscious and more fit for the kingdom of God.
Right.
But I do enjoy dressing my body.
I really like the outfits that you put together.
Thank you.
They're really classy. They really are. And when I created the Miss Voluptuous Diva, and then I changed it to Miss Voluptuous USA, because it did go over in other countries, right? And they're still doing it right now. I wanted to present that that, plus size women are classy, right? And I wanted to give them a platform and everything. And I was amazed. I was really amazed. So I really enjoy the fashions that you have. And I wish you all the success and all of your followers. And you're changing things. You're changing the game. You're changing the game. You're changing the game. You're mixing up colors. I'm watching your colors. I be looking at everything. I watch women, on social media and stuff, and I follow different ones, and you're really changing the game and what you're doing in your presentation. And so, Anwar, let's bring Martia back on with us, because I can go on and on, but I want her on here. Hey, Martia. Boop, boop, boop. You're muted, baby.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay, I'm back now. Y'all were blessing me. Goodness gracious.
Me.
Oh my God.
Sabrina, how in the world did we meet? I don't even know how I met Sabrina.
How did we meet?
I don't know.
My
I know I spoke at your church, but
it was somewhere at church, but I know the fire that was on you. I knew I wanted to be connected to you. I forgot.
Amen.
I don't know how we met, and I'm terrible.
It's a God thing. When it's a God thing, you don't know.
It is.
It's a God thing. I remember speaking at your church at a women's conference.
Yes, ma'am.
I remember that, So, and we've been friends ever since that day. And I thank God for it. It's a God thing. when God connects you, you be like, I have people, I had attorney April Pryor on here. She was like, Barbara, how did I meet you? I was like, I don't know.
God, look up for God. I mean, what? Yeah.
I don't know. But God just, connect me to amazing women like you two ladies. And I'm telling you, this is absolutely wonderful. And Tia, I was sharing with her of how you are an interior decorator as well. And
oh my goodness.
Yes.
I love to decorate.
Look how she light up. She's so cute.
Oh my God. Yeah. You know what? I never even knew that I was good at it, because my mom did it all of my life. So I was just like doing what my mom, does. And then someone was like, you need to be a home stager. And I was like, what? Because it's like makeup is therapy to decorate. So I enjoy it. I really, really love to stage a home. So I am not like doing it professionally, but I would love, that's like my dream job, honestly.
Wow.
You do it well. And, I watch her mom too. And at Christmas, her mom be putting these trees up and stuff. I'd be like, look at them putting them trees up. Because I'm not that decorator person, but I'd be looking, I'm like, I'm going to go buy those and I'm going to get that. And, I'm going to do that.
That's
and all that stuff,
Gain inspiration.
Yeah, because like I said, her mom, she decorates wonderful as well. Yeah. You're wise women, you're building up your homes, and everything, and making it comfortable, for your husbands to come there. That's what it's all about. I absolutely, love that. I love what both of you all are doing. You're beautifying, your homes and around yourself. What's in you is coming out. Right?
All things beautiful.
Yeah. What's in you is coming out. And so you cannot create beauty if beauty is not in you, right?
Amen.
And Anwar says it's all about the husband. Goodbye, Anwar. Goodbye. This is my virtual producer. Goodbye, Anwar.
Yes, it's so funny.
Just a little
listen, I've enjoyed both of you ladies. And for you all that are viewing us, please become friends of both of these ladies, Sabrina Perrin, as well as Martia Wells. Tia Wells is her Facebook page. And you will find a lot of wonderful things on their page, as well as Tia blogs. So you want to go to, how can they get to your blog, Tia?
So my blog is titled www.getinspiredwithtia.com. And my Instagram handle, where you see most of my blog content, is it's at Go Beautiful Girl. And on Facebook, it carries over. It's Wells at Home.
Wells, that's right. Okay. Wells at Home. I like that.
I love that.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful? I love Wells at Home. I love what you're doing, Sabrina. I just keep asking God, why you didn't give me Go Beautiful Girls? Gee whiz,
because you would rock it. I know you would.
Oh my God, I will run with that. Yeah, but I have enjoyed you ladies for being here. Listen, I always want parting words for my viewers. So I want to know, Pastor Sabrina, what are your parting words to just inspire the women on this platform? This is Motivational Mondays.
Yeah.
It's all about empowering, inspiring, and motivating women, to those who have been, not ready to get up. They're not ready to jump yet. We want you to jump, So what are your parting words to them?
To unleash everything that God has within you.
Amen.
Be delivered from people.
Yes.
Yes.
Be delivered
Yes.
from people. And once you be delivered,
Yeah.
whom the Son sets free is free indeed. And
That's
that's what you're saying is deliverance.
Yes. Yeah. Be delivered from people.
Mhm.
A lot of people has been held back because, first of all, fear what people may think, and sometimes people are fear of success.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose I become successful with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then people go, here's the thing. As long as you're on this terra firma, which is earth, you're going to be talked about.
Yes,
Whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad,
Yes,
you're going to be talked about. So you might as well do what God wants you to do. So you say, get delivered from people. My pastor always say that. Get delivered from people. Yep. Martia, what would be your parting words to this viewing audience?
Do it afraid. Do it afraid.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
give
ma'am.
the world the best of you instead of what's left of you. I was reading, someone quoted that today on Instagram, and I was like, yes, that's it. Give the world the best of you instead of what's left of you.
That's so good.
Wow. So repeat that.
Give the world the best of you instead of what's left of you.
That's right.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I always say I'm next. I'm next for favor. I'm next for the increase. I'm next for the promotion. I'm next. And here's the thing. I'm not seeking these things to say, this is what I'm doing. I want these things to bless others, right? Because as I was telling a girlfriend the other day, I'm not in need of anything. Anything I buy is because I want it. How about that?
That's right.
Because that's the type of God we serve. I don't need anything. So if I go for it, it's because I want it.
That's right.
Right? God has supplied all of my needs, and He continuously, doing it. What's happening now is that we have to make other people's lives better because we're blessed. He's done it for us. So we got to bless other people. If it's an uplifting word, if it's walking alongside, if it's praying, whatever it is that God is giving to us to make someone else's life better. Because guess what, ladies? Everything that we do, it has nothing to do with us.
That's right.
It has everything to do. What God gives us is for other people.
That's it.
Yes.
That is it. It's
it.
never for you.
Yes, never for you.
It's never for you.
Yeah.
Now you reap the benefit. You reap some of the benefits from it, right? Because of your obedience.
Yeah.
And so obedience to God will advance your life.
Yeah.
And so, but it's really for someone else. So everything that you all are putting in place is really for someone else. And to God be the glory. Listen, I have enjoyed you all being on Motivational Monday. I know the women have enjoyed. They just been commenting and chiming in, and this is good. I thank you all so much. Please share this when you all share it to your page and tell your friends to share it, because we want more women to become aware of Motivational Mondays. I love both of you.
We love you.
Both of you all so much. Y'all got so much going on. I was like, oh God, I got to get myself together, honey. Put on some more hair, girl.
You are doing great all by yourself, auntie.
I can't.
I said, I got to put on some more hair, honey, because the fashionistas and the interior designers, they comment. I can't be out here looking crazy. I appreciate you all.
It's been an honor.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for being on Motivational Mondays. I know that you all have enjoyed these two ladies. This has been wonderful. I thank you all. And I'm going to say to all of you all that's on this platform right now, share it with your friends so they can hear this information. Listen, and I'm also on YouTube. It's Barbara Ellzey's Motivational Mondays. As you go there, please like and subscribe on that page. But I thank you all for being here again with me on Motivational Monday. Tia and Sabrina, hang around. I want to talk with you guys backstage. I appreciate you all so much. This is Motivational Monday. Thank you all so much for joining us again. And all I can say to you ladies is, hey, go ahead and jump, and good night.
Amen.
We out of here, Anwar. Take us out.